Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Igama lami Somi. I am with my husband, yena yedwa ubani.
Simelelo kaBoltina.
Yes. Guys, today we are back at you with something that you guys suggested that we shoot. And what are we shooting today, baby?
Today we actually took two suggestions from one of our subbies. She actually made about 5 suggestions at topics.
Yes.
So we took 2 and we're gonna marry it into this one video. So what were those 2 suggestions, babes?
And by the way, we'll put a screen grab of her suggestions here or here because we need to give credit.
All right.
So the suggestion was, how have you kept your marriage going? And the other one was, what advice do you have or would you give to young couples? So we're going to marry this together.
Yeah, we thought let's share what our lessons have been. And in doing that, then, share some nuggets with those that are still planning on going on this marriage journey.
Yeah, because why? 10 years, I'm
Oh yes, guys. It's
10 years.
10 years this year. 10 years of marriage.
10 years of marriage
10 years
this
of
year.
marriage come
in the next couple of months.
Oh yes.
Yes, 10 years.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to that big milestone.
Yeah.
We still don't know how we're celebrating it, by the way, fam.
Yes.
And it's not like us.
We thought we'd celebrate it by renewing our vows, which is something that I think I still want. And I don't know. I don't know if we've got the capacity to hold a wedding.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I think based on our yearly plan, we've planned things that are sort of financially demanding.
Yeah.
That we might have to put that one on hold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's a reality. It's a reality that we have to face.
Yeah.
Guys, so let's jump straight into this video. So how we decided to answer this question is that how do we keep our marriage going? How do we keep it strong? How do we keep it surviving? Or thriving rather than surviving? What we've done is we've looked at each other's roles and we've said, okay, baby, you speak on the roles that you play in this marriage that support
that you've made as a man in the marriage,
and the contribution that I've made as a woman in this marriage. Now, we are not saying that this is how all marriages should be. This is us doing our thing. This is what works for us.
Speaking from our experience and what do we intentionally do to contribute to the bigger vision of the Somi and Msi marriage.
Yes. So I'm gonna start, maybe. And guys, don't mind us looking down. We've written down.
We've sort of made notes down. Yeah. So every now and then we're gonna be picking down there.
Okay. So I'm gonna start. One of the things. I like touching my chest, and I forget that there's a mic there.
Oh yes.
One of the things
Elevation, guys, we've got mics now.
Elevation. Okay, guys, I was very serious. One of the things that I do, or my contribution to this marriage, is something so simple as keeping the house clean.
Yes.
I know that Abana gonna think, but the reality is that sometimes it's overlooked. Sometimes because we're both employed, we've got kids. Sometimes people always tend to think, if I don't get to it, I don't get to it. But I prioritize keeping the house clean. Now, I might not be able to do all those things of keeping the house clean myself. So
because of my OCD?
No, yes, honestly speaking, baby, if the space is not clean, it affects
mentally, you are just not.
It affects my mental state.
Increase.
It affects my mental state, and that translates to other areas of your life.
True.
So it's something so small as keeping the house clean, ensuring that the house is clean, ensuring that the laundry is done, ensuring that my husband never runs out of socks, for instance, ensuring that when I go to wardrobe, you must have all your things there, as and when you need them. That's my role.
I always do, I never get to worry about it.
Yes, that's my role. I take care of the house. I clean the house. I ensure that the house is taken care of. And if I can't get to it, we do have help that gets to it. But that role belongs to me.
The
accountability lies with me. Okay. So if something's not done, I know that I have failed in making sure that this is done.
So we don't look at each other and go, hi, Kaloku, we're both working.
And I'm happy with this role, guys. Somi, it's 2024. No, it's okay. I'm okay. Okay, I'm okay where I am.
She's not being forced into it, guys. Voluntary this thing.
So that is one of the things that I do
Yeah.
to ensure that I contribute towards our marriage. What's your
Right.
thing, baby?
All right. I think first and foremost, at the top of my list is the role that is expected of a husband, providing. I own that role of providing for my family. I think from the very onset, I think from the very start of our relationship, I was the one that wanted to make financial. I remember we were still dating, and I wanted us to have joint budgets.
Ooh, guys, the first time I budgeted.
I introduced you to budgeting.
Yes, you guys, you're in stress. I won't lie, because now I was okay as long as there's money in my account. Life continues. Budget for who?
That's not how it works, babe. But then I had to introduce her to budgets and ensuring that she sticks to budget.
Remember how it used to be such a... It was an uphill battle, ne?
It was. It took you a while to get into
it. It was an uphill battle.
Yeah.
It was an uphill, because without budgeting, I could run out of money, and I'd run out of money during the month, and it would be like...
And mine was that... But you shouldn't.
Yeah. But also another thing that I want to add to Lendo, when Msi says he's the provider, it also goes into things that you do around the house. Like, for example, I don't have to worry about the bills being paid on time. No. I don't have to worry about school fees being paid on time. Like
everything that has to do with finances, I take care of that. I own that. And Somi will know what it is that she's supposed to do for the month. So I'll draw up the spreadsheets. Oh, I'm a spreadsheet person.
Which is the next point. Don't finish all your points. Okay. Let's leave it at that. You're the provider.
I'm the provider. I make things happen.
Yeah.
I ensure they happen.
Okay.
So what's yours?
So my next one is quite similar to my first one.
Okay.
Keeping the kids clean, happy, and fed.
And by the way, we're talking about things that help keep this marriage thrive.
Yeah, man, guys. It doesn't have to be big things,
guys.
It doesn't have to be big things.
Oh, by the way, we're not talking love, faithfulness, and all of that. Those things are basics.
Yeah, those things are
the
basics.
The foundation is there.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what we get to both bring to the table.
Like the daily work that you have to put in.
Yes.
In order to ensure.
And above the love and all of that.
Because love can't carry you through.
Stuff. Guys.
Love. Okay. So
it's necessary, but it won't.
Like things. Okay, let me talk, baby. Forgive you.
Oh, by the way, we spoke before this video about not talking on top of each other,
and it's happening right now. Right now. Okay. Can I?
They cue us. We're gonna bump each other's elbows.
It's not working, son. It's not working. Okay. So my next point, like I said, keeping the kids clean, happy, and fed.
Yes.
And that goes for myself as well, guys. Right? It's something that I want to put across. I think it's important that as women that we do not forget to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
Because I do want my husband, I do want my husband to say, oh, baby, you smell nice. Come closer. You smell nice, So that also goes with taking care of yourself. And I know a lot of times we might feel like you are or whatever. You neglect yourself and all of those things. I don't always get it right, but it's something that I try to do as much as possible to take care of myself, to maintain my femininity. And then the kids as well. The kids. I don't know, but I'm sure a lot of people don't want to see abantwana that are looking scruffy. Like you don't want... well, there are days, obviously. Abantwana are going to look scruffy at some point. But guys, abe clean. When daddy comes home, the kids are clean. Or...
Actually, I think you've got your job cut with Ukunge.
Yeah. And Ukunge
takes care of himself.
Yeah, he takes care of himself. If we get bath time done, and then after bath time, he does the rest. He chooses his own clothes.
Guys, every day. He's always on point.
He's not always on point. He was wearing your cap to school. He was wearing your cap to
He's
school.
in love with that cap because I gave it to him. It's gonna fizzle out.
Anyway, so that's part of my role, making sure that Unge knows how to make himself cereal. Also, but we're not going to get into those things.
Yeah.
But keeping the kids happy, keeping the kids entertained. Udede also has his role when it comes to the kids. Don't hear me,
Yes.
be more responsible. But I try and prioritize those things. Your next one, Diddy.
My next one.
Spreadsheet guy.
Yes. Oh, I actually brought that up in the previous point, but that's me. Everything to the T. Everything in this house is a spreadsheet, guys.
Yes.
We've got a spreadsheet of furniture that we have in the house, its value when we bought it. That's how obsessed I am with spreadsheets. So we would have a spreadsheet at the beginning of the year for
plans
that we plan on doing, savings for the year, and for each and everything that we plan on doing. Like if we're planning on a holiday, it needs its own saving plan, so it's gonna have its own school, everything to the T.
Everything.
So Somi knows that if somehow I'm not around, like I'm not gonna be around.
So I pronounced it in another video.
In another video, okay. So in this video, we're not mentioning that.
Yeah, but get spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets, that's my thing. And that's what guides us right through the year. Fam. In the field, even when we get something introduced during the year, it doesn't matter what it is. One of the biggest things that we're doing this year is the renos that we spoke of doing like many years ago, but we're finally doing them this year. It's got its own spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Everything. I actually wanted to get the kids' clothes onto a spreadsheet, but I was told I'm taking it a bit too far.
Yeah. But there is a line item on his spreadsheet: June, winter clothes; December, summer clothes. There is. Everything is on a spreadsheet.
Everything has got its own little savings pocket. Everything that needs to be achieved by a certain time has got its own savings pocket.
Yeah.
And that's
when do the cars need to get serviced? I don't need to think about my car being serviced. When do we need to? You just renewed the discs for the car.
Renew the discs for the car and
for the cars, and I don't have to worry about that. We haven't done that because I haven't done that in years because baby takes care of it.
No,
it's all taken care of.
I take care of everything that's financial, administrative, like municipal bills.
Everything. So is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, the next point is one of the things that I do is I ensure that I've got my husband's faves in the house. All right.
Yes.
I make sure that I fill up or restock the snack drawer. I restock Daddy's favorite meals. I make sure that we've got all the things that he likes for his lunchbox. So again, I think it goes to...
You forgot the fourth one.
What's the fourth one? Drinks.
Daddy's favorite drinks.
But you do that drink stocking though.
Yeah, but you always ensure that
when you're running out,
yeah,
I will let you know.
Running out,
I will let you know. Yeah. So basically, that's what I do. I just ensure that my husband, whatever he needs, let me just make sure it's available. I mean, it's small things, guys. Really, it's small things. Just ensuring there's some biltong around the house. Small things. Ensuring there's Mentos. He loves Mentos. Ensuring that his drink is
there's anyone that works for.
You want to sponsor some Mentos?
Yeah. I don't mind being a brand ambassador.
Yeah, Mentos. I have to have my custard.
And I've actually got Kunga in them.
Yeah, Kunga loves Mentos.
He loves Mentos.
So that's something small that I do also. I just ensure that my husband's faves are in the house. I ensure that when I make his lunch, I focus on the things that he likes, man.
And by the way, guys, we didn't assign these roles to each other.
It's about strengths.
Yeah. One just realized that, okay, I'm more strong administratively, so I'm just going to grab this. So me knows that, yeah, when it comes
I'm a home girl. I'm a homekeeper.
She loves making our home or our house homely.
Yeah.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find other things frustrating. Sometimes they frustrate my spreadsheets because they've got expenses attached to them.
I'll be buying things. I'm like, baby, we need this. We need it.
Yeah, no, it's gonna make our lounge warm. Like warm.
But yeah, guys, I think I'm not alone in this. I'm sure I'm not alone. So that's one of the things that I do. Baby, what's your next thing? I think the planner guy goes with the spreadsheet.
The planner guy goes with spreadsheets, and I think I want to speak to the next point: planner and holiday.
Yeah.
I plan our holidays to the T.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes I would.
To the T, guys. Like this guy. Okay. First, there'll be a checklist for packing. Ne?
Yeah.
Our bags. There'll be a checklist. Chacha, Tony, Yonkinto,
I create one for myself, and I create one for the lady that is going to forget something, even if it's on the checklist.
Guys, I pack like I know what I need. I don't need a checklist.
You will still forget. I'll put it on the checklist. You'll still forget it. What's the last thing that you forgot during our last trip?
I don't know.
Do you want me to say it on camera?
Okay, say it.
Washing racks.
Oh yeah, guys, it was on
the checklist. There are times when we have to actually, when we're on holiday, go out and shop for things that we left in the house. And you know what that does for my spreadsheets?
But anyway, as collab.
So when it comes to holidays, if we're planning a holiday, for instance, this year, by the way, this year, fam, there's no holiday on
the list. Baby, I'm surprised. I thought you were going to say, by the way, this year we're going.
We spoke about this very early on in the year.
Yeah, I thought you found money some way to make it happen.
You know, whatever money we're finding is going into the project.
Yeah.
So there are no holidays for the year. So at least I don't get to plan that.
But Girl Baby does very well at planning holidays. Very, very well. Like I said, there's a checklist for everything. Hey guys, there's a program. There's
a program. What time we get out, where
full tanky is next for the road. We bought them the night before. They already packed. They're on the table. Our first stop is going to be at this place and we should arrive.
Oh, by the way, guys, if we're running 5 minutes behind schedule, driver needs to make sure we catch up. Because it plays at the back of my head.
Not even 5 minutes. I'm like, if we're running 30 minutes behind schedule, I know what you would do. You'd sometimes say, baby, can we skip having breakfast in down Etile? We'll go and have lunch in down Etile. And then in the car, we'll have snacks to just hold off from having breakfast. And then we'll stop at another stop. Because, we need to check in.
Yeah,
but that's my husband. That's what he does. And I love that he does that. Now, when I go on holiday, I don't have to worry about nothing. Nothing. Okay?
Except just packing the right things.
Yeah. But I'll do better next time, baby. I promise. The next thing that I do, and I think I've alluded to this one in previous videos, crazy praying lady.
Oh, yes.
Guys, I pray over my family. I pray over my house. And I think more so when I'm alone in this house, that's when I feel like I can really just let rip.
Oh, by the way, she goes from room to room.
Yeah.
And praying for each and every room.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds weird to you guys, but
I think some of our subscribers understand.
But I've gotten used to it. It used to be that thing like, can't you just be stationary and pray? Why must you make God work? Move with you all around the house, just on your knees.
Okay, crazy praying lady. I accept that title, Ndiayithanda, and it's mine, and I own it. I pray, guys. I go room to room, especially I go room to room and I pray. I go to our cars and I pray. That's another contribution that I have, because there's a lot of things that prayer does in the background that we don't even see.
Oh, guys, the amount of love I get when I finally do the praying in the house. You swear I've just won a million rands. I get a lot of laughing when I decide to pray.
So you must pray. I
try, babes, but I need to be. I need to be in the spirit. I need to be in the mood.
Sometimes you will be in the spirit. That's compelling us to pray.
But you know our prayer. Just tell God things.
I know you have your way of communicating with God. But
just, you know.
That's another thing,
do your
guys.
thing.
Ndithandaza uba side sibe kupage eyi-1 umyeni wam when it comes to this thing. I do, but ke asikho lapho,
guys, help a pray because
asikho
that
lapho,
one.
asikho lapho,
Where
masiyekeni.
ndiphi mna?
Siku-house maintenance.
Yes. That's the other role that I've assumed. And I would assume most guys take this role as well.
Yes.
I don't physically do the house maintenance myself.
Just like I don't always physically clean the house.
Yes.
But when it starts and stops with me. The buck starts and stops with me.
I grew up with a father that wanted the yard to be
immaculate.
crisp,
Yeah.
immaculate, crisp. No papers, no nothing. So I ensure we actually got him into the picking papers and put them in a plastic chore routine, which I stopped doing, by the way.
We stopped, we kind of stopped.
I kind of need to get him back on that.
And washing his toys, cleaning his toys.
I got started very early on with that. Sweeping the garage, those kind of things. But I get people to do that because I cannot stand a filthy yard. I cannot stand a yard that has papers. I cannot stand a yard that's got leaves lying around and all of that. So I ensure that there's someone that comes in weekly to do the garden. And whenever there's something that needs maintenance, whatever it is, I've got a guy for it.
Yeah, he's got a guy for everything. He's got a guy for everything. And I'm so grateful for my husband because, truly speaking, sometimes in the Konbe, abantu bethethe ba yo awanda ngamfumana phi umuntu okwenza into ethile, and I'm like, I don't even have to worry about those things. My husband takes care of those things.
No, I've got a guy for everything, guys. Like literally everything. And when I hear of someone, for instance, recently I got wind of someone that can come and do your mattresses. They come and do the steaming of the mattresses and the cleaning.
Oh, like, you should tell me. I need to speak to that person.
I actually want that done during the next 2 weeks. So I've got that person. That person has made themselves into my spreadsheet. I made that call, and we've agreed that.
You didn't even tell me.
It happened just yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. So that person is going to be coming around and doing all of that, steaming our mattresses and cleaning them and ensuring that it's free of bed bugs.
Yeah.
Not that we've got bed bugs, but free of bed bugs.
No one knows what they have for mattress bug.
Could have little parasites lying around.
So that's house maintenance. Anything that needs to be done around the house, when I let you, when I bulb, when I tile, Lucy, when I cameras, security, which is security would be the next one. Okay, so I guess you've spoken about security.
Am I speaking to the next point already?
Yeah, so again, security.
No, I'm that guy. I take care of my security.
Yes.
I take care of every aspect of it. I mean, from CCTV, electric fencing, just about everything, ensuring that gates are locked at night. I'm the last person to be on the cameras at night to ensure that everything is as should be.
And you sleep with your phone on your chest sometimes.
I sleep with my phone
on your chest sometimes because you want to check the cameras throughout the night.
And even the TV, it has to be on HDMI 2. That's where the cameras are.
So that if ever you hear a sound,
you
switch on the TV, you check the cameras.
And it's there. I'm the guy.
Yeah,
security, I take very serious. Cars are locked, garages are locked, and all of that.
You are that guy. And I think then my next point is I prioritize my home life. This might not, I think in the beginning of our marriage, this was a difficult one for me because I just gotten married and there's still that other you, Ane?
Yes.
The you that was single, where abantu could just have access to you whenever. Like, hey, let's go out. And, people have access to you. You're available to go anyway. And I think one of the things to also kind of say no manzole is lambahla yesimakoti. You don't wanna, you can't be seen napina, you can't be going napina. So that kind of brought that thing kumba. Girl, you need to be careful. Yeah, there's a transition now. No, you can't just go anywhere and be everywhere. Not to say that I don't have fun, guys, and I don't go places. I do. But my priority is my home. I prioritize my home. If it's going to interfere with my home life, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Let's forget it. It's not going to happen. And I think people have gotten used to it.
You prioritize making this house homely.
Yeah.
That's you.
And Abantu that around me, they know that. They know that Somi is going to prioritize home. you know.
Yes.
And I mean it.
Because you're already thinking Kunge's bath time, always bath time,
Routines abantwana,
and
yonke
all
loo nto
those things.
leyo, you know. So that's just who I am. And I think your last one is Mr.
Oh yes.
Funbringer.
The funbringer. I'm the fundraiser.
You are the fundraiser.
Fundraiser is more like it.
You are the
I'm
fundraiser. You are the fundraiser.
So I'm the person that will ensure that at least on a monthly, we might not have it weekly, but on a monthly, we've got that fun activity that just is inclusive of everyone.
Yeah, I think also it doesn't even have to happen monthly. But ka uzixelele wena into yokubana, babe, we're doing this. We're hosting. Yes, I think that's more you ke ngoku.
And
That's a hoster. Msi will go all out.
And someone would stress that, and I'll say, babes, it was on my spreadsheet.
I would stress, guys. I'm like, baby, malingaka. And the baby like, baby, it's taken care of. It's taken care of. It was planned for.
And it's happening. So all the little fun activities that I know I want to do during the year, I plan for them quite early on.
Yeah.
And I know for Kung, it's little things. It's having cousins over.
Yeah.
So let's make that happen.
Yeah.
And sometimes with cousins comes the cousins' parents.
Yeah.
And for us, that's the little fun that we'll have.
Yeah.
And it's always nice when it's inclusive of everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the role that I own, and I take it very serious. And yeah, sometimes when you arrange your own girl nights out and you guys go have fun, I always feel like, but that was not on my fun budget. That was not on my fun list. Yeah, but anyway, I've gotten used to the fact that we need to have those separate
lives.
As much as we have the family things, we need to have those separate programs as well. As much as I flake on mine when I make them, but I still try to stick to them as much as I can.
You must try not to flake.
Yeah, no, this is the year of not flaking. Have I done it? Let me think if I've done it already. I don't think so. No, I haven't done it. At least we're in March, still early on in the year. The last flaking I did was in December.
Don't be proud of it. I don't know if I spoke about this point, but I think my last point is femininity. Did I speak about it?
Yeah, you did.
I think I touched on it.
You touched on it when you're saying you guys need to look after yourselves.
Yes. So what I would do, like every other girl, guys, would go for a monthly maintenance where we get maybe wax, do your nails and stuff like that. I don't always get around to doing my nails at the salon or wherever. Especially now with I keep my nails very short, and when I do my nails, I keep them short also.
I actually thought you were going to talk about the time when you do your own nails. Oh man,
that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. So I got myself the kit so that I can do my own nails.
How long did that used to take? And
guys, I didn't realize how long it was going to take to do your own nails, but
I would always get told, no, baby, it's going to take about an hour.
I would always say that 20 minutes. I would always say that 20 minutes. No. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm going to cure one hand for 10 minutes, cure the other hand for 10 minutes.
And how long will it actually take?
It will take probably an hour.
No.
What?
It's always more than that.
It 2 hours, like it's 3 hours. No. There's no way. 3.
And I would feel like in between, like, couldn't she like do something with the other hand while she's waiting for the other one to cure whatever that means?
But baby girl, I was trying to just, bridge a gap, guys. Trying to bridge a gap. Okay.
By the way, I think it was financial. I think at that point in time.
Then to go copy money.
Yeah, no, you were beefing with the industry, with the nail industry. Like, no, I won't pay that much.
To go copy
I can do my own nails.
Yeah, and then. But I do still do my own toenails, and I'll insert a picture, guys, and you'll see they're very cute. I do still do my own toenails because I don't always get to do my hands, and also because for Olo, I try to keep my hands because she's always chewing on my hands and all of that. So I try to keep them short, and maybe I'll do them at a later stage. But things like that, just feminine hygiene, feminine care, taking care of yourself, going for your waxing, going for your nails and stuff like that. Just trying to bring back that soft element. Ningabi ngobhuti noyithu, ningabi zibhodas. Ningabi ngtayi for dinner become kwakho, yabo. Guys, and you always have to look that way. I don't always look that way now.
Sometimes schedules don't permit, but when schedules do permit,
we just bring back that. And I think Nazi as females, when we feel good, oh, we just want to be loved on. We want to be around our men. We want, you feel like,
and I actually know the cues because of these days. I'm like, I'm just gonna hold back just a little bit.
What cues would we?
And then and when I do, she's like, finally.
Yo, but my son does a very good job of that boy, he notices. He notices. Like today, he didn't see me when I wore the dress. He left before I left.
He left before you got
So namhlanje when he got back, I'm still surprised by the star on his forehead. And then he's saying, Mama, you look so beautiful. He loves me when I'm wearing a dress. Oh, yeah. So get it. When about I know my son is gonna do it. My son is gonna do it.
Sometimes it beats me to it.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. So I think then to summarize, guys, the roles
it's the little things that we bring in. Like we said, guys, we qualified this very early on. Love, faithfulness, trust, and all those things are basic. Those things are needed. That's the foundation. But we're talking about the little things that we take responsibility for.
That you have to do on a daily basis.
On a daily basis, and be intentional about them. For instance, once you become intentional and once you become responsible for something, the other party knows not to worry about it. It's like I never have to worry about anything that has to do with my clothing. Like she
said, your lunch, what you're gonna eat for supper. You don't have to worry about those things.
No.
Yeah, those things are all taken care of.
All the time.
You don't have to worry about those are they signed? Did he take his toiletries to school? Simple things, guys. Simple things. Now I don't have to worry about my car going for a service. When's the next date?
Expiring, your tires needing to be changed. Anything that's maintenance related on that car.
Not on my plate.
She just gets in and drives.
Yeah. And I'm grateful for that. I really am. So just to summarize, so we want to just throw some nuggets there, baby.
So for those that are still planning on embarking on this marriage journey, yes, foundation, very important. You need to love each other. You need to trust each other. You need to work on communication. You need to be committed to each other. And all of those that need to go with it. I'm not going to run through the list. It's long, but the basics need to be there. And most importantly, I think even before that, you need to make sure that you are with the right one.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get into that. We're getting into what you need to then bring on the daily.
On the daily. I think you mentioned this, I'm not sure, but just to reiterate, know your strengths.
Oh, yes.
Know your strengths. And then,
it's very important because sometimes in other relationships, and we've actually got friends like this, where the father does the cooking. He loves to cook. And they own that. Mama but loves to cook.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And he takes care of that part. Yes, Mama still does grocery shopping and all those things, but Dada loves standing in front of a stove
and creating
creating meals for a family.
So find out what are your strengths.
What are your strengths?
And guys, don't listen too much to what society tells you marriage should be like 50-50. If what are your strengths, guys? Find out what are your strengths and then stick to those strengths. I think that's when is strong piggyback off of that strength.
Yes,
So
yes,
battery just died on one camera, so now we're hoping that we're still in the frame of this camera. So the first one we said, figure out your strengths and assign roles based on said strengths.
In fact,
not even assign.
Take roles.
Yeah.
Take the role that you know that.
Take ownership and say, baby,
Yes. So that's the first one. Always be prioritize your nest.
I think I wanted to speak about this one.
Yeah.
And yes, maybe gay because I do that so much. Prioritize your nest. Prioritize your home.
Because this is where tranquility is.
Yes. This is where you both come back to.
After the grind, after the 8 to 5, you come back to your home.
Yeah. And you want to prioritize it, make it your sanctuary, make it your resting place, make it then to just
That is just conducive of resting,
Yeah.
conducive of switching off and just being present with your family.
Yeah. I think the next one, finances.
Finances, hey, this one is important. As much as I take ownership of that and I do the spreadsheets and I do all the good things of planning and all of that, but Usomi knows everything that is on those spreadsheets. Communication is very key.
Yeah.
She knows where our money starts and she knows where it ends. And
I don't want it to end.
And it's very important for her to know where it ends. Because I swipe.
But baby, so there's guys, I'm the biggest bargain hunter in the world.
Know,
like I look for bargains, ne? But it's just that I don't like that thing of being told, baby, as I'm need to tighten belts. Yo,
she freaks out. She freaks out. And there are months like that because things happen along the year where you get thrown off by an unexpected expense. And I would say, babes, for instance, February was one of them where I said, babes, we need to tighten up a little bit. We had that unforeseen expense. So because of that, you're going to have to make sure you stick to budget.
Yeah.
And she wasn't happy.
I don't like hearing such words. And I think lastly, accountability.
Oh, yes. So once you take it, once you own it, once you've taken that responsibility, you are then accountable for it.
Yeah.
I don't ask the person that's helping us in the house for my clothing.
Yeah.
Because if there's anything that's related to anything because she has taken that role, she has assumed it. So ultimately she's accountable for it. It's the same thing if she were to be stopped by a traffic officer for an expired disc, she should ask this person.
Yeah. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. That's it.
We've kept it short and simple. It's the little things.
It's the little things.
It is the little things. Abantu like to make umchado like this complicated union.
I think go back to the basics.
I mean, if the foundation is there, you go back to the basics.
Yeah.
The little things that you are able to contribute and bring into your marriage. Do.
Yeah.
Make time for each other. Be accountable. Be present. Just be there. By being there, it doesn't mean you are just in the house. No, you are there contributing and doing the bit that you should. And being accountable for it. Knowing that babes, we don't want to flood people with a lot of...
That's it, Daddy.
Yeah. Because I feel Ezinyezindo I said quite a lot and repetitively in other videos. And people often take the same stance of repeating the foundational things like your love and trust, communication. All that should be standard. There should be no marriage that is without those. If any of those is missing in a marriage, then somebody needs to see a marriage counselor.
Yeah. So these are things that these are things that you need to be ready to invest in on a daily basis. So I think we're going to end it there for today, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Please share the videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what are some of the little things that you do. Okanye, what are some of the roles that you guys have in your relationships with your significant others?
And even if it's that sort of situation where the roles
are reversed. Yeah. If it works for you, it works for you. Just let us know what kind of roles do you guys play in your marriage or in your relationships. Yeah, let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. I think we'll end it here for today.
We have to.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is another 40-minute one.
Let's sign out, Daddy.
And we had planned 20 minutes this
Let's sign out, Daddy.
Family, we love you.
This is Msi and this is Somi, and we will...
lots of love.